everyone, there's a new update for the OPXY. It's 1.0.25. It came out on the 3rd of February, and I've had it installed for a couple of days, and I can vouch for some of the changes they made already. So first of all, there was a persistent issue with having more than 4 gigabytes of user data. They talked about that in the last update, and they've actually fixed it now, so that's great. Crash fixes and improved stability. Now, I had a persistent crash when I turned on the device. It turned on, it would crash, have an error screen, you turn it back off and then on again and it would seem to work. I haven't seen this since I've updated. It's only been 2 days, but that's good. That seems to be completely gone now. They increased the max load to sample memory. This was something somebody explored on one of the forums and noticed that there was, I think it was 48 megabytes before, a maximum sample memory that could be loaded at one time. And so this is being increased, so that's great if you came up against that. I've never had an issue with it. Faster startup, detection of pitch from file. This is an interesting thing you could do where you can have pitch information in the name of the file, and clearly they've improved how that works. Store brain settings per pattern. I actually didn't notice that this, or didn't realize that this was, it kind of didn't make sense. It used to be that the brain settings were stored in the project, so if you change pattern on the brain, it wouldn't change, for example, the key, but this has been fixed now. These ones are kind of all related to similar things, and it's funny things to do with when, persistent effect parameters and parameters being copied properly after pasting the pattern. I've seen this. This has been a major issue, that it goes bizarre, and there's some really strange things with the presets on a particular pattern. So hopefully they fix that. I've not seen anything that kind of didn't behave as I've expected since, so maybe that's been fixed. Also nice to see some sequencer and step component bug fixes. I've not encountered exactly what they are. I wish they would kind of tell you what that was, but fair enough. And also UI fixes and improvements. So one fix that I've noticed, I've only noticed one major one so far. If you see this, they've added this little label up above which says feedback blocked. Now, they used to have this red line through, and you kind of like, it just made it look like your microphone was broken or wasn't working or something. However, it's clearly to stop feedback occurring. If you connect up headphones, let me just try and do this with one hand. Okay, then you'll notice that this disappears. Okay, so it's clearly, as it would suggest, just to avoid there being feedback. So these are good. Hopefully the UI changes keep on coming. I think there's a lot of things that could be clarified in the UI and potentially using the LEDs and other things. So that's great. Download, install, seems to be working fine. Thanks everyone.